Okay, so second section of the other selection tools in Photoshop. I'm gonna go talk about this quick selection tool. Actually, on the toolbar, you can left click and hold down. There's gonna be more options available. Okay, so as you see on the marquee, you hold down and you will see hold down the left click and you will see like more menus. Okay, so same thing on the 1, 2, 3, 4 from the top menu, the toolbar, and this is the quick selection tool and magic wand. This is really like automatically kind of makes the selections really easy. So let's go talk about this quick selection tool. uh, this will give you some little bit different cursor here, and this is like automated selection tool. So let's say you want to select just this big yellow stone, you click and you just drag it. It's not really dragging to the outline of that selection. You just kind of paint for that the whole stone and let go. And as you can see, this is selected. So same idea. You can, this is the add the selection. So I'm gonna go to the red stone, and sometimes the tolerance is kind of like a little bit too strong. Then it's gonna go expand the selection for other area too. So it's the subtract. I'm gonna subtract this part little by little. Okay, so it's kind of really easy um, selection you can try. Okay, so I really recommend using this quick selection tool. Okay, so add again. You can just go ahead and change the size of the brush too. See, size is a little bit bigger. Um, and here's the sample all layers option. That means if you have like multiple images show up, let's say this is actually 2 layers, right? So I turn on the eye icon for 2 layers. Um, if you turn off the sample all layer option, is by default is off. That means you can make the quick selection tool selection on selected layer only. But now I'm going to turn on this. Now the visible layer from these all layers is 2 layers. Now I can move on to the redstone, the second redstone on the layer 3. I can also make the selection right away. Okay. If I don't have that selection, so undo that quick selection tool, and if you don't have this option, sample all layers option off, see, now I cannot make the selections. A totally different result because it's a stick with that uh, the background copy layer only. Okay. Let go the selection. By the way, here's the selection. Some of the command select all is the whole image, and deselect is Control D. That's clear off your selections. Select, deselect. Or there's an inverse of the selection tool. That means on the background layer I made a selection that much. You can inverse. Oh, this is 40. This is the feather pixel is too much. I'm gonna go back to 2. Let me do it again. Okay, here's the selection. Select, inverse. Now it's selecting the outside of the stone. Okay, so very convenient to inverse of the selections. Now deselect. The next tool will be uh, the magic wand. Magic wand is also the really nice tool we can try, which is in this case the background of the stone with just one click with a magic wand. See, it's selecting the outside of all the stone, including this like shadow area. Now let's copy, paste. Now as you can see, it's copy paste just the background. Okay, so go back. I'll do the same thing. I made a copy on the outside, and then you have to inverse, so go to select inverse, and you can make the selections inside. Okay, so go to edit, copy, edit, paste. Okay, so you have the nice selection there. So this magic wand tool, okay, so you can control the how strong your selection will be with that tolerance. Okay, tolerance. All of this add, subtract, and intersection is all same, but the you can change the tolerance. 32 is kind of like moderate, mid-range selection. As you can see, it's kind of like all almost like same tone. There's some grayscale you cannot really go select by the magic wand tool, but let's go. This is the 32 strengths. Let's go down to 0. Okay, so it'll be select much you know, stronger contrast of the selections you can make. Maybe this is just a pure white color, so it's kind of hard to see, but I can go select on the stone, so this is almost not making any selections at all because this is too strong. So maybe I can go to 5 pixels. See, now I can make like smaller section of the doesn't really. Okay, you can get the idea. I can go like a little bit bigger, 12 pixels. It's going to be, the selection is be a little bit bigger. It's all kind of like strengths about the grayscale value. Let's go to 24 pixel. It'll be kind of pick up the all highlight area of this stone. So maybe 24, 32 is a kind of good range of the selections you can make. By the way, this is called contiguous option. Anti-aliasing is making the selection a little bit softer on the edge, but this contiguous is meaning it's going to select all the same tone or same grayscale value, kind of all connected area. Okay, it's selecting all connected area, but if you check off, watch this, you click here and it'll select all the same grayscale value of the image. You can select automatically. Sometimes this is really useful. Okay, contiguous on and off. Same idea, sample all layers. If you have like multiple layers, then you can use the sampling for the all layers too. Contiguous option off. See, this is also kind of picking up these areas from these different layers too. Okay, so I talked about this magic wand, quick selection tool, and magic wand, and that will be your first couple of actually first project, second project, about like 4 weeks project. You gotta use this selection tools a lot. One more time, the rectangular or elliptical marquee tool, or this is more useful, lasso or polygonal lasso tool, and quick selection tool, of course, really very useful, and magic wand tool, you can make very quick selections. Okay, so try these, all the selection tools and layers. Okay, so layers, you can just go play with the layers. Okay, and after you got all of this, you wanna save all of this layer information together, then go to file and save as. Make sure you're saving on the desktop or your the external flash drive, hard drives. Make sure you have like PSD, that's the Photoshop file format .psd file extension. So this is my first stones.psd file with layers option on. Okay, then you'll save all of this progress together. Or if you want to save just one image without saving the layer information, then you can go file, save as, and instead of using Photoshop, you can use JPEGs, PNG, image format. I'll go save as JPEGs. Um, Now it's going to save the same name, the stones, but the file extension will be JPG. And when you open this in Photoshop later on, there's going to be no layers. Okay, so make sure if you keep working on your layers, then you got to save as PSD. If you're done, you got to. I recommend save two versions: PSD first, and then JPEG for backup. Okay, so save two times. I recommend save two times always. PSD with the layers, JPEG with no layers. Okay, just hit save. Make sure you're using different file extensions, PSD or JPEG.